Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm doing something different today. I am going to give you my perception on political things that have been happening in this province. First, I want to say disclaimer. This is my perception from my experience, from what I've heard and read in the news. I am going to talk about a number of things. I'm going to talk about the education system, the health system, and addiction and money that is being wasted. So, my perception, the education system, EQA testing, EQAO testing. That's the Education Equality and Accountability Office that runs it. They spend $35 million a year on the EQA testing. And what I understand, it's to see how schools are performing. It's a way of measuring the school system. This has been going on since 1996. Personally, when my kids were in school, I would see the results of the testing, but I never saw what they actually did with those stats. What I think needs to be done, and this again is my perception and my perspective, get rid of the EQA testing. Let's get to the root of today's problems with addiction and mental health issues. If you were to test the kids in kindergarten or grade 1, you would be able to test them for any learning differences that they may have or any mental health issues that they may have. And then you can work from there. Take that information and use it to help our kids. That's what I think. Get rid of EQA, spend the money, and test them when they're young, when we could see what path they're going to take. Which leads me to addiction. With addiction, people that have a substance use disorder, it is usually caused by some kind of trauma in their life, whether there's been abuse, whether there's mental illness, anxiety, learning differences. I know from my experience with my son, his trauma was going to school and having the learning differences and feeling like he's stupid. He's brilliant, by the way. He's brilliant. If they were to have tested him in kindergarten or grade 1 for the learning differences or any mental health issue, they would have been able to help him throughout the years of schooling. But instead, it wasn't until he was in grade 4 or 5 that there was an educational assessment done. I believe that if we test them when they're early, use that, how many should I say, $35 million a year, and test them and help our students. With the unrest with the educational system that's going on right now, stop the cuts. We actually need more help to support our kids. Okay, that was education. Our health system. Stop cutting our health system, or take a look at what's happening. Money was spent on longer hours so that people can get alcohol, earlier hours for establishments that have licenses to serve alcohol, public drinking, there's tailgating now. To me, when I hear all this, I hear, let's feed the addiction. It's exasperating our problem. People that don't have a substance use disorder and they want to buy a beer or whatever, they know when the hours are. It doesn't have to be 9 a.m. They will work around the hours that are there. But if you have an alcohol problem, you're thinking, yeah, baby, more hours. I can get that alcohol. Yes, they're going to drink anyway. But is it necessary to extend the hours? I don't know. Is it me? Is it me? Maybe it's just me. Maybe you have a different perspective and you could share. Please comment. I'd love to hear your perspective. This, again, is my perspective of what I've seen. What else? Oh, license plates. Why don't we spend millions of dollars to change our license plates? Instead of yours to discover, what is it? Ours to grow? Like, I see that as, is this important? Anything that I've read, our government is saying we're for the people, we're doing this for the people to show our commitment. Well, I'm one of those people. If you want to show me your commitment, instead of putting band-aids on things, let's get to the root of the problem. We are in an epidemic when it comes to addiction. The overdoses are crazy. I'll put a link below of the video I did on the stats of the deaths, the overdose, the suicides. There's a problem going on. And the more we feed the addiction, the more the problem will be exacerbated. The more we take away from our education system and our kids aren't feeling good, the more you're adding to that problem. These kids are our future. Let's help them now. Let's help them through their school years. Let's help them to succeed. Like I said, I'm not political, but I believe that saying nothing means that it's okay. And for me, everything that I see that it's been going on, it's not okay. Our money needs to be spent on our future. License plates, not only did they do the license plates, but they've had to recall them because they didn't do the research and it's not working out. I'm not going to get into the details of that. You could look that up yourself. But all I'm saying is our government needs to wake up. Am I the only one seeing this? Money being spent on feeding addictions, cuts being taken away in education where we need more help, more assistant, more support workers. Did we really need to change our license plates? Yeah, we haven't changed them since 1985 or something. I'm not sure the year, but was it something that was necessary for you to prove that you're for the people? Prove that you're for the people by doing something and making a difference. And that's it. I'm going to stop there. You get my point. Yes, I went there. I went political. Again, I am not a politician. This is my perspective in the world that I live in and what I see. Enough with the hospitals and the hallway healthcare. Stop cutting our health system. Really take a look at where money is needed. If you're for the people, do things for the people. A license plate, really? We've been doing fine with the old license plates. Anyway, I don't want to start repeating myself. That's my perspective. Yes, I went there. I'd love to hear what you think. I am sending you all lots of love. Have a great week and talk to you soon. Take care. Peace.